hanging out.
Yeah.
Awesome. And well, there's not a lot of things been going on recently in the fandom in terms of like news or anything, extremely relevant. But yeah, we still got some topics here for you guys. One thing that's been a lot of people been talking about recently is the newest animation from Silly Philly Studios, Snowdrop. Now,
Thanks,
I want 15 minutes in, and I watched it myself. The animation is not close to perfect. Voice acting is really spot on. I really enjoyed it. There's a little bit of some scenes. The characters are a little bit stiff, but without spoiling much, it's really good.
It is.
You just spoiled the entire thing for me.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh, man.
I
I tried watching it, but my computer is having, it doesn't load YouTube.
Oh, really?
It
Yeah.
poops
Oh,
on
that
it.
sucks.
Yeah, more or less poops on everything.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Though I did like the
Stupid
animation,
Windows 7.
and it was actually it was Mafia, the mod of Mafia Octavia, that was working on it too.
Thanks, Andrew.
Zedrin. Yeah.
Zedrin, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Jesus.
Nice.
But yeah, it was I really enjoyed it, and it was kind of funny too, because no, I'm just gonna spoil things if I say anything.
Yeah,
so
shut your
I'm not
face.
gonna say stuff.
At the end of the video,
But-
you could put in, "Thanks, Obama," and it
Thanks,
would work
Obama.
perfectly.
I blame the intro, our technical problems on Obama. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
But-
Obama, you're so funny.
But what we were talking, the video that we were talking about was Snowdrop. I'm forgetting words on it.
Ain't she
Yeah.
supposed to have can't see or something like that? I don't know. What's that word? Oh,
Blind.
blind.
Yeah. What's that word again? I can't remember.
She can't see colors. No, that's colorblind. She can't see anything. Oh, she's blind.
Oh,
Oh, how
I'm
sad for
so
you.
sorry for you. Here,
I'm
have a
not
cookie.
sorry, boss.
Though,
Oh, vision. I'm done.
wow.
I'll go sit in the corner.
Good. Yeah,
I
just
see what you did there.
Ha!
Thanks,
That's
Obama.
just, that's awesome.
I got it.
Wow, it took you long enough.
Shut up!
It was like a second.
Oh,
That's too slow. Gotta go
I know,
fast.
right? I'm so sorry
Man,
for your
what is
loss.
Sonic doing with their games? The Sonic team.
Oh man.
Welcome
So-
to Sonic Team. We make
Welcome
games.
to the show.
I
We
think.
don't care about what's wrong with you. We'll make fun
course.
of it.
Adds another segue to the next thing. So, how was everybody else's week?
I got diabetes.
Wow, that's not good at all.
Diabetes.
No, it's actually delicious because I can eat anything now and die from it.
Wow,
Dude,
that's
horrible.
definitely an optimistic way to look at
That's not
it.
my definition of good.
I prefer to eat things and not die from them.
But that means I can die with a smile on my face.
Oh,
Well, I
Well
guess
then.
die happy, you know.
Next time I eat at Burger King, I can die with a smile on my face. Oh, whoa.
breaking everything image.
Or like
God damn it.
a cooking mama.
Just entering. You're a terrible cooking mama.
You're a terrible person.
In
But-
other stuff, blech, just trying to change subject here. Has any of you guys seen the new character design for the next game that Main Six are developing,
All llamas.
alongside the legendary Lauren Faust?
Mhm.
I think last week on the show, or week before that, before that, we were discussing on the, following up the story that was going on with Main Six, that they were being offered the engine for the Skullgirls game, which is freaking unbelievable.
Awesome.
And now,
Mhm.
well, this is kind of late. It all depends of if you guys seen it or not. That there are some new character designs. At first, they showed the silhouettes in their website, but apparently they got leaked on Twitter, and we're just gonna drop them there.
Drop it like it's hot.
And let's see what you guys think about it, because they're
I
I think they're okay.
Definitely
They're-
not
it's-
pony.
Aren't they llamas and goats?
I actually like their design. I
Maybe
actually
throw
do
in,
like
a
it.
little piggy or something in there.
They need a moose.
A moose or what's
Elk.
another? No, not an elk.
Which is which is pretty much a moose in Europe.
They need vampire cows. Vampire cows would be the best.
Really? What? Well, okay
Vampire
then.
cows. Come on.
I guess.
Yeah.
That fly?
Well, you should
Come on.
maybe you should offer your idea to them. See how that works out.
Yeah. The
Just-
ideas I could offer them, they would take it
Are
and
you
steal
really
it.
gonna let this continue, Cinnamon?
The problem is, could you really fight with a llama that cute and have it like Hadouken somebody?
Yes.
Seriously,
I don't think the llama can even like a Hadouken.
what would it do?
I think it's sure you
Spit at
can.
you?
It will be a sure you can.
Boo.
Nobody
Get
thinks
out.
the jokes are
Spittle
funny.
Nobody thinks they're funny because we know you're not funny. So stop. Just stop.
Oh.
Oh, burn.
So
Every
llama's
time.
just gonna spit. Goat's just gonna shit
Right,
everywhere and
so just-
spit.
All right. What about the goat? Like goat milk?
No, goat will climb mountains.
It will
It'll
climb mountains.
and it will destroy you.
It'll climb mountains and destroy you.
It'll destroy you
I
with
wonder if
its
we can have
fluttery
penguins, because everybody's gonna
eyelashes.
know it's gonna be Gunther.
Say what?
Freaking if they have a penguin in there, it's gonna be freaking Gunther. Destroy him.
It will be Gunther.
Uh.
Another thing that's been going on that's kind of leaking out in Tumblr that, you know, in the
It's
comics,
leaking.
My Little Pony's been coming out, and there is a really particular interesting cameo. If you guys haven't seen it, then the cameo is that one pony is a ponified version of Mabel from Gravity Falls,
Yeah, I just saw that recently.
I haven't
Yeah,
actually
and they
seen
call-
that yet.
and they called her Maybell, something like that.
Maybell.
Double rainbow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this gonna-
Well then.
Apparently it's like some bad dream that Rarity's having, and like, yeah, she feels like she's being replaced by that Mabel. Apparently Mabel travels to the
Mabel.
pony world and replaces Rarity because she's so generous. Question mark.
Interesting.
Like, oh, Pinkie Pie though, that's the problem.
I mean, I don't
Somebody
really.
just- somebody
It's
just
really.
wanted it- Somebody just wanted
Uh-huh.
to be Rarity, but
Like, are the
Yeah.
comics like legit? It's not like Hasbro's not. It's approved by Hasbro and stuff like that.
Mhm.
no, I think that the comics are canon.
The comments are canon, and that's a cameo, and it's a parody of another character. So I'm not really so sure. I think Gravity Falls from Disney. Does Hasbro has anything claims on that?
No,
I
they
don't think- no, they
It's
don't.
Disney. I think it's Disney that owns it.
Yeah.
Disney is, I think, partnered up with Hasbro. No, they aren't. Never mind.
I don't know,
Because
but it was
Disney
really,
almost bought
really
Hasbro.
fun. Yeah.
Wasn't it? That would have been funny as shit, though.
Disney been
Mickey
monopolizing
Mouse. Mickey
everything.
Mouse is in it. Oh,
Mickey
hey
Mouse.
guys!
Mickey Mouse pony.
Oh god.
That would. No, I actually recently today I learned that like the Mickey silhouette always has to be present. Like he always has to have his ears like pointing towards like the screen, so it makes his head silhouette all the time. So seeing that on
So
a,
he watches you wherever you go.
well, I guess with his ears, but
What an asshole.
it's funny though because like I think it's seeing that on a pony that would be really strange.
That'd be kind of.
You know they would make
freaked
it
out.
work. That's the problem.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
They'd make it work like double rainbow.
Speaking of Mickey's silhouette, you guys ever watch Lion King 1.5?
Oh
I
yeah, I
vaguely
remember
remember
that.
It was okay. It was kind of trash, though. I'm sorry.
It
No, but
was.
it's a really interesting thing about that movie that Mickey's silhouette was always in almost every scene. Like
Nuh-uh.
the rocks, yes, the rocks will form Mickey's face. The clouds will form Mickey's head.
No. I don't
Some
like
leaves
that.
will
I don't
form
like that.
Mickey.
I don't like that.
It's-
That's kind of very scary.
That is.
Yo, if you have like the DVD of Lion King 1.5, just it's so you wouldn't notice the first time watching it, but once you actually, look closely at the background, it's intentional. It is intentional. It's not
a
like
ghost.
So it's like the
Like,
dick
there's
on
a-
the Little Mermaid cover.
probably.
Wow.
I don't know.
You know that is
maybe.
true. That is true because if you have the cassette of it and you go back and look at it, it's really there. You just have to look for it a little bit. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
oh my god.
By the way, here's the link to the Mabel pony canon now. So I can. The
Make it
comics
canon.
are canon, so they just made that canon. They made a fandom, two
Hey,
fandoms happy at the same time.
Personally, we got Equestria Girls coming out. This summer?
Ah,
The only Equestria Girls I'm going to be watching is the one on YouTube.
I like how they said that's 200% cooler.
Wow, Rainbow Dash, what a dick!
right in front of Birdie too.
Hey, you want to go outside? We can
Rainbow
smoke.
dick.
You guys really gonna smoke it? No, I would imagine like Rainbow Dash making that comment, like
Hey guys, you mind if I go out? You mind if I?
no,
go outside?
just like a Rainbow Dash Presents voice, like
Rainbow
that's 200% cooler. Yeah.
Man, though, it would be like it's funny because like I really could see Rainbow Dash saying those things to Maybell, like right in front of Rarity too.
Dude,
I'm the only one
it's
that thinks
believable.
Maybell looks like shit. Maybell looks like shit.
no, I like it.
The
It's-
design.
The
I don't know,
design
just
is,
how it-
is
how it
exactly
looks, it
like
doesn't-
Mabel from Gravity Falls. I
I
mean,
just I
Yeah,
don't
but it
like
doesn't
her.
look as right.
Yeah, it's like purple.
She kind of looks like I'm going to refollow your face.
It's like a psychopathic look.
but I really like it because it really captures her personality. I don't know if you guys seen Gravity Falls. If you have, definitely
I've seen
check
it.
it out. It's a
I haven't
fantastic show.
I haven't seen any of the newer ones. I've only seen.
It's
episodes of
genuinely
all of them.
funny, and it's one of the really
It's
rare.
smart. It's
like
very
good
smart.
shows.
It's very smart too.
Yeah, it's like
so
a good,
go watch it.
actual decent show from Disney. Unlike with the stupid shit they have now. Like Dog. Like I was forced to watch Dog with the blog for like, oh shit.
Oh my god!
What?
That was.
What?
It was. I can't.
Poor
Oh
bastard.
my god.
You
I would've-
poor,
oh.
poor bastard.
Like my cousin's like, hey, check out this show. I'm like, all right. Oh, fuck.
Hey, it can't be bad as Annoying Orange.
Oh my god, that's like
Freaking
when I was
Cartoon
like, I don't know.
Network picked that shit
Oh,
up.
I remember watching a commercial for Dog with a Blog, and they said that, oh, this is the season finale of Dog with a Blog. The dog can't talk.
Nobody cares.
Just,
And the dog was
Whoa.
just sitting there, and the kids were all like, oh my god, mommy, the dog can't talk. And then the mom's like, well, wasn't he supposed to be talking in the first place? I guess
Yeah.
those pills are working.
You know, I'm just expecting them to like, fuck something up, and I just hear in the background Dr. Evil go, "Way to go, a-hole." Just something stupid. Those shows just, they're making the youth stupid nowadays. You're
I
like,
can't believe Cartoon Network is like mostly live action shit now.
Oh my
what happened to the good cartoons? Have you
What happened
seen,
to
like, the old-
cartoon? Now it's just
Yeah, what-
network.
the only good thing that happens now is they brought back Toonami, and that's Adult Swim, and it's only on Saturdays, which is sad because every afternoon in the '90s and early 2000s, what was it? Toonami.
They had a story for the pilot guy in that Toonami ship.
Tom. At first it was like Tommy, then they changed it to Tom.
Yeah, like the first guy died because there was like an alien on the ship, and then the second one came. It's like, yo, what's up, bitches?
No,
Oh, he
dude,
has like
that
this deep
scarred me.
voice that gets all the bitches,
No, that scarred me. When I saw him die, I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
when I saw that when I was a kid, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then they don't ever, do they like go on with that story, or is that it?
He
What
died,
happens
Nope.
Nobody questions
is
this.
that he kind of wakes up and he blows up half of the ship, and to kill the alien. And now stranded, and they win a contest saying, like, hey, you can like this contest to design the new ship and stuff like that. Then they designed a new ship. Then an AI showed up, became like human for some reason, and then they ended up in a planet, and he got a new body again, and
Just
he
like
got
a
like a
fanfic?
fruit. I don't even understand what they want to go to a story. It was kind of cool at first, and then it just got confusing, and then it just ended all
And
of a
nobody
sudden.
gave a shit after that, and they were just like, play more Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
please."
okay. Does any of you guys remember when like they actually ended Toonami's? Like the entire crew was like shutting everything down, and they were saying like, "Oh, it's been a good run," blah 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 blah.
I've never watched
Yeah,
Toonami.
and then they did it what last year, April 1st for.
Yeah, they brought it back recently.
They just did
And
it
then-
for a joke, and everybody freaking lost their minds.
Yeah, they were like jizzing all over the place. I'm like,
Because how
Oh,
many
boy.
years? Because everybody that grew up with Toonami knows how much of that is just like gold, and then they see it come back as like a little teaser. It's like people lost their fucking minds. Like they came back like nothing ever happened.
do you think Cartoon Network noticed? Oh, a lot of guys like this. Maybe we should continue
Well,
this. Nah.
The only Toonami that was ever actually continuing was a website that would constantly
No.
play shows. It was like Toonami Online.
It's not the same feel.
It's not the same feel, but they use the same commercials. So you're like watching it, and you're like seeing like these shitty commercials from like '97. You're like, moon shoes? What the fuck?
Oh, you remember? Oh yeah,
I still have a pair of moon shoes in the garage. I remember stepping on them. Rubber bands went. I was like, oh, I'm fat now.
The thing that freaked me out as the most, I refused to get a sock and boppers when I was a kid. Is like while playing them, if it like deflates and you're still playing with them, you're just punching each other with fists now.
Soccer poppers turns into fist fighting.
Yeah, exactly. And then some kid's
Pop
gonna
it,
get hurt.
bastard.
Yeah, some kid's gonna get hurt, and then one of them's gonna get pissed off and like fight back. And then
Am I
start a fight.
Wasn't I the only, not the only one that would actually pull out the back? So you had like this, almost like this mallet, and you'd grab it at the end where your hand's supposed to go in, and you start beating the shit out of each other that way with it. Because you put your hand in there, and if you were to grab like the plastic and you pulled it out, it would
It's
like
like a
make a
mallet.
nipple, and you grab that and you beat the shit out of each other with that.
Like when
Wow.
kids, when they're like playing pretend fighting, and one kid actually gets hurt, shit gets down. Like
Oh,
Real talk?
everybody stops and goes, "Why are you crying, man? You can't
No,
cry."
no,
It's not
no. Everybody stops and just goes, "Thanks, Obama."
right.
No, everybody
Yeah,
just
back
goes,
in the
"Thanks,
back in
Thanks,
2000.
Tom. You fucking ruined the game for us. Now we have to stop.
All right, going back to this decade.
I love the past though.
Whoa, we just like
Yeah.
We're
Because I'm living in the 90s.
Nostalgia, just nostalgia factor.
makes me
Yeah, where you
Oh,
guys
boy,
grew up with cool cartoons like Toonami. I grew up with Arthur and like Roly Poly Oly.
Magic
Come
school
on.
bus.
Yeah, and the
It's
Magic
such a-
School Bus.
Every day when you're walking down the streets, everybody that you meet has a different point of view.
I feel so
Oh,
left
boy.
out.
Don't worry, man.
Okay. In fact, and I think one of the last things that I guess that's it for topics because not a lot of things been going on.
Well, like,
Really,
Blue, how was I forget the con name now.
Big Apple Con.
Big
Yeah,
Apple
Big
Con.
Apple.
Thank you. But how was that today?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
pretty good. I got there around. I took a train there. Got there around 9. It starts at 10, and then there was already like, I waited an hour in line. I stood there by myself because nobody knows me. I was alone. Oh yeah, right. Anyways,
That's I don't know what to say to that.
That's sad.
well, I have my ponies to keep me company. Like that's how it's gonna be for the rest of my life.
Stop making everything so sad for me.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it was cool. You know, there's people there.
Oh yeah.
Con. There's ponies, I guess. Tara Strong was there. No, not Tara Strong. I forgot. Hi.
Well, okay. Well then, that
Boy,
works.
oh boy. That works personally.
Yeah, but I met
Uh,
some other Tumblr guys there, like Rice Patty, Band-Aid, Bubbleberry Yummy.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah.
and how was that? How was it like you meeting interacting with those people online and now meeting them in real life?
I can tell you it's different. Like online, you're like, oh, hey guys, oh, you're so cute, adorable, oh my gosh, marry me. And then when you're like with them, oh, hey, yeah, you're that guy. You're pretty cool. I was like, yeah.
Like, oh,
But you know,
hey,
but you
you're
know,
an ugly
just
bastard.
whoa, that's not how you look. Better than that. Yeah, but you know, not well. As long as they're not assholes, I guess it's okay. They're all pretty nice.
Unlike Silver. Jeez. Just calling
my
people ugly.
God.
Dude, you have not seen my face.
Yes, I have. It's
Actually-
bearded.
Yeah, you've shown us.
Well, yeah, but you haven't seen it, like, recently.
Well, okay then. I guess everything.
I'm pretty sure it's even more bearded.
Yeah.
More Canadian. Yeah.
Yes. Just quietly, yes.
Is it inconvenient to eat with a beard? I feel like it's really inconvenient.
And I'm eating a pear right now.
Yeah, but the pear's like clean, like soup. Like soup.
It's like no, something more mundane, like cereal. You wake up in the morning, eat cereal,
Wake up in the morning, step outside.
and I take a deep breath and I get real high on that air.
I'm just like, hey, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Song references.
Yes. But yeah, that's the goings of today. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I guess we're gonna go on to the interview then.
Hooray!
Yeah. Definitely, because that's the reason why you're all here. All 5 of you.
Yes.
Choose a company, 5's a gang rape.
What? Oh, okay.
Right, okay.
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 Well then.
That was a thing.
You know that saying, right? That's a saying you guys
Of course. That's said
okay.
everywhere. It's
Yeah,
generally
okay,
accepted.
say that to my professor, so it's fine.
Well.
Well, alrighty then. So, tell us a little bit about yourself before we start.
Alright, I'm a college student.
Yes.
I'm a guy.
Yes.
You have like a checklist?
Yes, I do actually.
Just racking up points to see if we can date you.
So far you're at 10. You have to reach 20.
Oh man. Well, I guess I try my best to draw ponies, try my best to update my blog once a day, which is my goal. I'm probably not going to keep that up for long, but you know, I've been doing it for almost a year, so I guess I can do it for another.
-2 there. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm Asian, that's one thing. I bet none of y'all know that.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna call that neutral.
Alright.
Oh really? But you live all your life in the United States.
Yeah, that's me.
So wait, but what type of Asian? Because there's a lot of them.
Chinese Mandarin. Right now I'm over my parents' house because it's spring break.
Lucky.
And they feel lonely and they need me, even
You
though I
ever
don't talk
visit-
to them.
You ever visit China or?
No, I'm not in China. I'm still in America.
Oh, did you ever visit? Like. you
Oh
go to-
yeah. I've been there like almost once a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy there.
So you guys celebrate Chinese New Year's, and everybody's like, "Look at you, fun." He's like, "Oh my god."
I've
It's
never
not
been there for
July.
Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is like in February, but I usually have classes those days, so. But my
Okay.
dad went there like this year, and then he said during that year, every second till like 5 in the morning, there was fireworks going off nonstop. It was like an artillery barrage there. I was like, oh shit, it's
Wow.
not good. And like chunks of like sparks just flew everywhere. So,
well, there's your problem.
well, that's China for you.
Oh, man, I'd love to travel though. The furthest I've gone though is America, and no, never again. Bad experiences.
Vegas.
No, it was Iowa. It wasn't bad. I actually liked it. But yeah. So what are you, if you don't mind me asking, like what are you going to college for, or going in college for?
Oh, education. Steinhardt. NYU.
Oh, okay. That completely ran past my head for some reason.
So tell us real quick. how do you come up with the idea of starting a blog for lying Applejack?
Oh man, I was thinking that last night, and if you guys were gonna ask me that, fuck. Alright. Anyways, I guess once I started this pony fandom, I guess like right when like season 2 started, I'm like, oh, like I'm memes and reading on like Reddit. I'm like, all right, there's a lot of pony shit. What the hell's going on? It's just like a kids show, and I'm like, all right, there's a lot of hype about it. I don't understand. So like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And then once I watched one episode, the next thing I knew it was like 5 in the morning. I was like, shit, you got me. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, browsing the internet, and I guess the first blog, the most popular Tumblr pony blog, is I guess it's Princess Molestia. I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool how you like have your own character, and then that leads to other blogs, more blogs, more blogs. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. So I came up with lying AJ. I wanted to, I liked AJ the most, so I wanted something to do with her, and I made sure like nothing was taken for her. So I guess this was the first thing that came up to my mind.
Nice.
And the response was actually pretty positive. And one obvious thing that everybody knows, that this is one of the very few Tumblrs that is actually done. The posts are traditional art. So, what's the process that you have to go through to making your post? And let's just take it that you got a question and you're gonna start drawing it. So tell us the process from beginning to end.
Well, I just have my sketchbook. I use like very basic art sets except for my markers. Just go to when I see a question, I just think of like what my character would respond as. So I'd sketch out her reaction, her pose, and everything like that. Then I would ink it with just basic inking pens, and then I'd erase the rough sketch, then re-ink it again, and then just color in the post with my markers, and then shade in with my inking pens. It's pretty straightforward. It doesn't take long, but it does take a long time to practice getting like the anatomy and the everything else correct.
Okay.
All right. So, this anatomy is sort of reminiscent to a lot of anime influences. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed that like one of your more recent posts with Baki, you actually made it an animated GIF. Like, how'd you kind of get it to really look like that?
Oh, it was really easy. Like, for my blog, usually I do like one post, just one. Rarely I would like at most draw 2 ponies. Rarely do like 2 posts with one question, because it takes a while to sketch, draw, and then draw the reaction and then color it. So that one I just did something online quickly. It was like just drew in something, and then I just saved 2 images of one eyebrow lower and one eyebrow higher, and then I just made a GIF out of it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And that's the way the eyebrow rolls.
No, it doesn't.
That's very nice.
That's like the most I could do with. If I was to animate something, that's probably the most I can do. I can't do anything more, or like it would take me forever.
Yeah, like like trying to do a walk cycle. I bet that would just
God.
be like that would not work at all.
Like I just can't do traditional art. I mean digital. I just can't.
Really? Like I noticed that like beforehand like when you first really started the blog, like
We don't talk about those posts.
we don't talk about the dark ages.
That
But
was yeah. Anyways, yeah, keep going.
sorry. But like do you ever think like you're gonna try and go for digital again?
I did try. There's one of my like my. Do you mean like the very first couple of posts or like midway?
I pretty much looked straight through the entire thing.
Oh man, well, the
Studying up.
beginning was, oh god, it was so bad, my art in the beginning. I should have just quit.
Well, that obviously pretty much worked out for the better for not quitting.
Yeah, it's just practice. Like when I look back, I was like, this is terrible. But first, I did a really weird way. I I first sketched it, inked it, scanned it, colored it online. It didn't work out for me because I had no idea what the how all the online stuff like this line, colors, mixing, blending. I don't know. I just gave up on that quickly. But I did buy a tablet. I gave it a shot, but I didn't like the feel of drawing something on the tablet and showing it up on the screen. It just didn't feel like as normal, not like writing. It's just like a different, not the same.
Okay. Huh.
I think, well, now that I'm going to touch a bit about that subject. When I started doing digital art, it's all an adjustment. And one thing that I found that really helped me adjust quickly to using a tablet and orientating myself to the screen, there is some drawing applications allow you to stabilize your strokes. They could make it easier making curves, but they'll also cause a delay. Some people call it the delay tool, other people call it the stabilizer, but it's there. And there's like a bunch of numbers, and you would just try each, and you pick the one that's like, okay, this feels more like how I would draw, or how it feels like, as accurate as it is to you physically drawing on a piece of paper. So I guess it's all a lot of experimenting and just adjusting really to that medium, but it could be worse. I mean, some people can only draw on digital and cannot draw on traditional. Like they just cannot. And
Yeah.
That's, for me, that's more stranger, because I can understand not getting used to digital because of the adjustment, and there's a certain level of disorientation between how the tablet is lined up to your screen, and if it's not lined up, appropriately, it'll cause some, oh, where am I? And it makes it difficult.
Like recently, I've been starting to get into the habit of like drawing, like sketching out my drawing on a sketch pad just with my pencil, then inking it in Illustrator, then bringing it to Photoshop and coloring. And I think I should stick to one program, but so far.
Try multiple programs and pick the one you like, or you can use in combinations. I think that's like the best way to go. Next question, Ying. So you've been saying that you have been drawing for about almost a year, right?
Yep. Well, more than a year actually.
Okay, more than a year. So
Yeah.
You started from.
I think it was like somewhere, and it was right like January, like mid-month January or something.
Okay. Have you ever? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna repeat some questions again. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Do you have any other hobbies or interests besides the MLP?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm sure everyone does. Yeah, I play. I guess I'm kind of a game guy myself. I'm more of an indoors kind of guy, but I do sports like fencing and pole vaulting. So
Nice.
yeah.
Wow. Like, have you gone into any like tournaments or anything like that for this kind of stuff?
Well, last time I can like still do pole vaulting, but last time I did it was senior high. It was a track meet, and yeah, it was okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Though, like, what kind of games do you play? Do you like kind of stick with console or go on PC?
I used to be a console gamer. Now I'm a PC gamer because PC is so much better.
All hail the master race. Woo!
There's so many arguments back at my school about like console and PC gaming, and it's usually the PC gamers that win.
Yeah, like the console gamer's like, oh, COD takes skill. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. I know, like, it's just like such a pain when like people are talking about like Call of Duty and stuff like that. It's just like, I'll stick with my my Mario.
Yeah.
Truly the best FPS.
It's truly the superior game.
But just everyone on like Xbox is just an asshole for no reason. I'm
yeah. That's because
yeah.
I think that's because they know you can't hack into their system.
Like, my dad works for Microsoft. They make you bad. Like, right.
Thank
I
you,
think
thank
the
you for
problem,
that insight.
I think the problem when it comes with Xbox is during the time Xbox running like, well, we have to be the one that brings up the next generation and
Oh yeah, with the
And-
Kinect. With the Kinect.
oh my, oh, they should stop
Right.
the Connect like forever. I would appreciate, as compensation for anyone who bought a Connect, just give them a life-size poster of Elijah Woods. I'll be happy. Because it's just terrible. I mean, the technology is still not
It's
not
obviously
there
not ready
yet.
for it.
It's the people, gamers are not ready for it. And who exactly is this targeted? Because it is clearly not us, and the families, they don't get it either. So I guess this is like a very small portion of the gaming community, the very unaware consumer that thinks that this is fun, but really this is it's horrendous.
Do you think what do you think the game testers do before they release it? I was like, oh man, this is gonna be shit. This is gonna be the best fucking game we ever made. I bet they were struggling with the controls too, and when they demonstrated, look how smooth this runs, and then shit like that happens.
Look at these
Yeah.
wicked controllers, but there's no control. I know.
So wacky.
So it's
It
so
adds
bad.
to the challenge.
It's so hip.
We added a new difficulty, unplayable.
It's like,
Oh man.
like, you want physics?
Ain't got
No
none.
one needs that.
Whoa. So, how much you being in Tumblr for about a year now, almost 2 years? How much have you improved as an artist?
I would say a lot.
All right.
Considering
Well,
the
then.
fact-
Well, that kicks that question out the window. Whoops. There it goes.
Anyways, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say only. At first, I tried drawing people. It's so bad. It's so hard. Like, why are we so complicated? I'm like, no. So I gave ponies are so much I would say easier to draw, but it's still a challenge because it's like such a new style. I'm sure to all new artists like me and to everyone else, but. You just need practice, no matter what. Like, even if you're like, oh, this is shit that I drew, doesn't matter. Just keep going. Just keep drawing like shit. If you have to, it'll get better eventually. No matter what, it'll get better.
All right. So, you got any tips to give any aspiring traditional artists that might be listening in?
Well, if not only traditional artists, for every artist, you want to start a blog, not for popularity, but for fun. Because if you try to do for popularity, all you'll come up with like mod posts like, oh, no one likes me. How come he's not following me? You just have to do it purely out of your heart and do it for fun. I started Lying AJ for fun because I thought it'll be kind of cool to join this community and have my character interact with other characters. So, even though in the beginning you don't get any notes, just keep drawing, and then you have more fun. The more fun you'll have, the more effort you'll put in, and the more effort you get, the better it'll look out. And then people's like, oh, this guy's good. This guy's good. He's gotten better.
It's
Like-
good.
Like, every follower I get, I just don't another lame follower. I check out their blog. I look through it to see what they have, the content of their blog, see how they're doing and stuff like that. And then and even if they don't get my follow right away, I still keep it on my to watch list. So you might just be a regular follower, oh, whatever, just follow this blog, but I'm keeping an eye out on you guys.
And he means that in the nicest way possible.
You can take it as any ways you want it to be.
I take that as a death threat. I don't feel safe anymore.
We never feel safe. Never.
You can't
Hey.
trust anybody.
Yeah, all I need,
So,
I just whenever it comes to drawing, I just need time mainly.
Yeah, time is when I'm oh, video games, oh, this, YouTube, but you need, if you want to draw, you need a nice quiet place, my classes. I don't pay attention. Trying to draw
Education? I'm not gonna need that.
ponies. So sometimes when our professor hands like, here's a worksheet for you guys, I draw a pony and like there,
It's done.
there, done.
there's my essay. It's just a drawing. Just like, oh, picture's worth 1,000 words, right?
Oh,
Here's my one-page master
that's a good
thesis
excuse.
on relativity. Good day. And it's just Applejack's butt. That's it.
Look how relative that is.
a huge heading title like one-page master thesis and just Applejack's butt. Brilliant.
I was thinking I've always wanted to write like a legit like good quality paper for the first page, and then they flip to the next page, it's just like fuck you.
I give up. I would just.
And then the guy's like, what happened? Is this what? Yeah.
Why were you leading me on? It's like you're getting to the good part, and all of a sudden, boom! It's over.
Just have a picture of He-Man, just like, I'm done. This is me quitting.
I would just put Jontron going like, "Fuck you."
It's like trains,
Print-
planes,
print-
and plantains,
yeah.
and then He-Man,
Print out
Jontron,
the GIF.
and freaking
Say
Oh
what,
my
Blue?
the Hulk.
Oh, I said just something on Yahoo Answers like, oh, how can you print out a GIF onto the printer?
Wow, that's. If you manage to even do that, that is
Yeah.
amazing.
You print out each frame and make a flip book.
There you go. Technology.
No, that's
and
what
then-
should. That's how an essay should be. The first page is the actual essay. The second page is like, I'm done. So I filmed an interactive like a dance displaying my hatred for this, and it's a flip book, by the way. So next page, and then the rest of it is just a flip book of you dancing.
You know, sometimes I take my midterms and finals, and then like when I finish, like when the professor is grading it, I write in the bottom corner of the last page, I'm like, flip to the front and look to the top right page, and then right there I write, I just wasted your time, asshole.
Congratulations, you won nothing.
Yeah,
All right, so not too long ago, you started up like an RPG like adventure on your mod
oh,
blog.
yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, see, it was mainly to work on my weakness as an artist because I just can't, like, it's really difficult for me to have a storyline for a blog. Like, I tried doing something for Lying AJ, just like a simple 3-post, I don't know, Tumblr prompt things, but I just get bored of it so easily. So I'm using this blog to like trying to practice on that, so I can not get bored, I guess. And
Okay,
then
so
I thought it would be a bit more interesting because I'm using a mod instead of just I guess that's supposed to be Mod Pony, instead of just making up like, here's my OC draw for me Plixie Plox. Yeah.
oh boy. No, I'm intrigued. Continue.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. All right. You want the whole story?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
we-
yeah.
We,
You
we
want the
still
whole
got
story?
4 minutes. We still got a good 4 minutes left. So
Okay, I'll give you the whole story. All right. All right. Right now, you know how things are very difficult, right? Like schoolwork, everything. I just kind of like relationship-wise, I'm not so strong with other people. I usually just tend to ignore them. Like, oh, you want to go out with me? I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. And then after the second day, I'm like, yo, you haven't texted me. I'm like, who are you again? So I get bored so easily. So I'm not good with that. So I'm like, so I guess I'll try to. So while thinking up a storyline, I was like, oh, the Mod Pony should go on a love quest. That'd be good, right? That's a normal thing people think of. So I think of like the most interesting OC that I've seen on Tumblr Pony so far, and it's the Starlight Gear, and I really like the artist's style also. It's just very intricate and like very cartoony, which I really like, and it's really cool. And the character, like, what I find interesting about his character is that he like had such a detailed and in-depth background story to the character, which I find really like interesting. It's not like, oh, here's my OC, ask me questions. Sometimes they include a story, but that's the most detailed I've seen so far. So yeah.
Okay.
Here's my OC. I'm black and red. I'm also the father of Celestia and Luna.
Yeah, well, sometimes it gets crazy, but
I mean, now, I want to touch this because this is a subject that I really want to. I love talking about, and I love hearing other people's opinion about it. Character development is one of the most difficult things to make in a Tumblr, and most OCs lack that.
yeah, exactly.
And one of those things is that a lot of people, most people's complaints is that, oh, why am I not the popular Berg and not why am I not getting the questions?
Yeah.
And that's because that your character is so bland and uninteresting that no one can make a questions for it. No one knows who they are, where they're from, what they like, what they dislike, what they do.
Yeah, you have to. If you plan on making an OC blog, you have to give like the people something to start out with. Like mine, like I just set up a simple story for the character. It will get into more depth over time, but sometimes people's OC just works off of questions. It's like, oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from this, and it's not as like they just make it very short and simple, which doesn't add a plus to their blog. Yeah. But one Tumblr blog that character development is just the best I've seen so far is, you all know Ask King Sombra, right?
I do know of it. I haven't actually checked out the blog in a while though, unfortunately.
Well, anyways, you know Sombra from the Crystal Pony?
Oh yeah.
No story, nothing to him. Just, he used to be the ruler of the Crystal Kingdom. He's a bad guy. And, like, there was no information. He was like the lamest villain. But the mod of that blog managed to give him like a whole story, like what happens to him, how he was like what happened before, what happened after, and then it feels like it's from like it's canon, but it's not, sadly. Well, yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like with what I'm doing from what I want to do for my blog, not really what I'm doing, but like what I want to do is pretty much like kind of like what you kind of said before, just like a small story but develop it over time, like because like right now I'm actually studying for video game development and stuff like that, and I would love to use my blog as practice if I actually got around to updating it, but just for like character development and like story and stuff like that, because like right now like it's really simple, but bringing it around like through meaningful development through the character and stuff like that. So yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, yeah, it's good. You just have to just keep doing it, even though you get like no matter what, you just have to keep going with working with the questions, even if like, oh, this blog's following me, better make a thank you post so I get the followers and I can get more of the D.
I always find that so irritating that you have to do this sort of ritual thing. You gotta like acknowledge their superiority and their existence just to get more followers and recognition. I just find that so just annoying. And another thing that I find really annoying is those huge group shots of thank you for insert amount of followers number here, and they put a lot of OCs and stuff like that. And okay, I've managed to gain like 1,000 followers on my blog, and I've never I only done it once, and that's like for the first 100 milestone, which is the one so that's kind of important. But then afterwards, I haven't done it because I really don't see the point like just doing that, because people don't follow my Tumblr for other people. You don't follow it for these amounts of other Tumblrs. You like it, you genuinely like the blog, and you genuinely like the character. And I feel that it's better than, instead of making group shots, I mean, try to do something more for the blog. I mean, you know, add a story arc or make a contest. I like contests, and I like those, you know, like, hey, thanks you for followers, so here's like a giveaway or something like that. You know, those are great because those feels like, yeah, they're very
Yeah,
engaging.
you're
and
like actually
interactive.
appreciating the followers and they can engage into it. But you know, people have their own ways and their own ways of doing it. I'm like a tip for like people on Tumblr: stay neutral. Like no matter what, just stay neutral. Like big arguments over Tumblr, just don't stick your nose in it. Just like leave them alone, or just like, oh, I feel sorry for you, man. Like, because if you start favoring one, if you start like, especially if the other people's here is like, oh, this guy's an asshole and shit like that. But yeah, stay neutral. And what bugs me the most about other blogs is like I don't know, bitching posts like, oh, Tumblr's so stupid, blah 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 blah. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's like when it comes to those people, like when it comes to people saying like, "Oh, I don't like this blog," because like when it comes to like stuff like Pony Confessions, that blog,
oh,
like,
God.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I like completely like respect for the mod of that, going through all these, like they're just like she had to actually make a pretty much a blacklist for well, she made the option for like a blacklist if the mod either wants to be doesn't want to have any confessions relating to them, or if the viewers don't want confessions relating to a certain blog and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, it's like, geez, just some of these confessions are just stupid.
They don't think twice before, like, did you see that one of them is like, I want more followers?
Yeah, that one, right, like, looking at it, I was like, really? But when reading through it, it's like, alright,
Yeah.
I'm neutral towards you.
Yeah, just neutral to anything you see, especially the drama shit.
And I actually already followed that blog who, that actually made that confession, and they were saying, it's like, oh, jeez, I didn't even actually think that would be posted. That was a while ago, too. I think that's what he said.
Sometimes we post things and we later regret them because we weren't thinking. I don't know. It's like the rage-inducing factor, but I really don't. I unfollowed that blog. Like Confessions, like
Yeah, I
completely
did too.
disassociated myself.
I feel like that blog has just brought so much trouble and drama on this the Tumblr pony, because most of the posts are just like hate, and then the mod posts it, and then the people on the mod sympathizes for them. Some people are like, yeah, this guy is right. That blog has just been causing troubles because it made people like shut down their blog to feel self-conscious, which I think is terrible.
Yeah.
Because,
But it... I don't know.
It's just my opinion. It's my opinion.
yeah.
People might think it's the best blog. I'm neutral about everything.
I'm pretty much neutral towards the blog too.
I don't want to get looped into anything that I don't want to get looped into.
Yeah, no disrespect to the mod or anything like that, but I am pretty much kind of, even though I am following it, I mainly just like watch arguments from like the sidelines most of the time. I don't really get into it. I just kind of look at an argument and then just kind of say like, all right, that was fun. Where's the next one?
That was great. There goes my life. Whoops.
Oh, that's
but there's
about 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's a couple people on here who just like to watch the world burn, who wants to start the fires.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
No,
I mean,
and those are the people who like send in confessions or like talk to people anonymously.
Yeah.
I just find the anonymous things like, yeah, sure, big man here.
Or a good way just to agree with them. Just have, it's like a little kid. It's like, I'm the superhero. Yeah, you are. Yep. Just to get them to shut up.
Yeah,
You're
pretty
definitely the good guy here. You're the good
Like-
guy in this situation.
Like a 3-year-old kid, he keeps talking, just agree with them, and then he'll eventually go away.
Yeah. Or it's just like, you suck. Completely good. Thank you.
Right, thanks. Alright, good.
You know
I
what?
completely agree
That
with you.
argument was so
Well thought
brilliantly
out.
stated, well thought out, and just so the execution was so flawless that I can't find a good comeback to it.
Yeah,
You've won. You have broken me, sir.
You have
Here.
bested me in the challenge of wits. Take this cookie, for it is poisoned.
Oh man. I mean, I just okay. I always have like an opinion on anything, and having an opinion doesn't necessarily mean choosing a side.
Yeah.
But
But
I
people
really
like
don't
read
like
too much
the-
into it also. Is
yeah,
another
but I
thing,
really
too.
don't like the confessions. I mean, and here's like a really odd one that it kind of bothered me a lot from both sides. One was that from the confession side, it posted that, oh, I don't like this artist's work because it is not aesthetically pleasing. He just basically flat out said that he didn't like the aesthetics of it, how the muzzles were drawn, how the wings were drawn, how the coloring was oriented, the shading. It just didn't look good.
This
And
blog
then-
does not please my eyes, for it must burn.
Only my
But-
eyes.
You know, he
Yeah.
said he basically flat out said his opinion on it, and then the artist responded, how giving some sort of explanation as to why he draws it. He draws it that way, and like basically makes himself saying that I am drawing it my way, therefore I am drawing it right. That's okay. That's kind of hold up. Just take a few steps back. Somebody is actually giving you an opinion. They're saying that it's not good. You should reevaluate what you're actually doing, and if it's not aesthetically pleasing, you at least as an artist should take that under consideration and see exactly what you're doing wrong. And for example, I know the artist very well, and he uses a lot of burn tool. Excessive use of burn tool just makes it look bland and makes it look kind of just really just odd. And some of this aesthetic design choices are just they just don't look good, and it repeats himself over and over. Makes it bland, makes it uninteresting. So
It's
Yeah.
like, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, I was gonna say that some people also take criticism or like opinions as like attacks on them. It's like, yo, why do you got to be hating on me? I didn't do nothing to you, and then gets all defensive. But yeah, like overall, even though that artist you were talking about, he's using the same style. Eventually, the artist itself will get, I don't know, tired of the style and change it around. I'm sure he'll I don't know, but maybe he'll change it around, add some new pizzazz to it. But like every little change would just increase it, and will just make it better overall. Like my blog, I added so many changes to it. Like first it's just sketches, and I'm like, all right, this isn't good enough. So then I tried inking. I'm like, all right, that's a little better. Let's give it a. Then I tried inking and shading. I'm like, all right, this is better. Then I'm like, all right, let's kick it up a notch. Said color.
oh boy.
Oh man. So
Live
I
life
tried-
dangerously.
yeah, and then I moved on from like very basic color pencils to like markers, and then I've seen some people like at the cons. Oh, by the way, I've like spent over $100 on commissions at the cons today because I'm really interested in seeing how the other traditional artists draw and their style. And they're like, every time when I see it, I'm like, this is so much better than mine, which gives me a chance to improve myself as well as an artist, to see how other traditional artists draw as well. Because most people get their inspiration from other artists too. Like once they want to improve because of them. Like right now, I still need a lot of improving. I'm never happy with any of my posts. I feel like people out there are doing so much better than me.
You should.
Definitely.
Should at least, well, I guess like, you should at least take some pride, at least take pride out of your work and stuff like that.
I mean, it's not like, oh, this is terrible, I hate it. I mean, when I look at it, I'm like, it's okay.
Can be better though. Like, is that kind?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's always room.
No, it could be better. But okay, I think it's about time for the best part in the entire show, and it's going to be the fan Q&A segment. So
Oh, boy.
all of you 6 people, audience, that are tuned in, now it's time for you to ask any questions that you want to ask our guest today. So
Right off the bat,
here we go. Oh, right off the bat.
Pikmin Master
Start
of
with
Evil asks, "Do you
Oh,
like
boy.
waffles?"
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, don't hate them. I'm not a breakfast guy, but if someone's like, "Yo, waffle day," I'm like, "Yeah, sign me up."
But it's like it's a banana day and you're gonna eat waffles and what the hell's wrong with you, dude? Get out of my house. But I'm your mother. Get out of my house.
Yeah, more or less.
Personally, like I won't eat I won't eat waffles or like pancakes and stuff like that without maple syrup.
Yeah, that's just dry waffles. God.
Yeah, and I guess and do you like pancakes? I guess that's from the 11th
Oh,
Doctor.
is this a song now?
Oh,
Singing a song
I guess-
Can't you wait to get a mouthful?
of
Everything.
everything.
All right.
Wow.
Kitchen
We'll
sink
leave that
included.
question and going on to the next one. Hellhoof ask, you going to post the commissions you got? Question mark.
Oh, right. Yeah, I plan on setting up commissions for my blog because I keep spending on ponies, but I realize I need to like at least try to do something. Originally, I try my best not to ask money out of my blog because my blog is for my followers. Like, it's for them. It's not for me to like make a huge profit. So, but I mean, I guess if people like my art, I don't mind like commissioning them for it because I plan on doing an interesting thing, the like pocket ponies, right? I'll laminate them, cut them out, mail them to you. Just send me like the reference to the character and I'll do it for you. I'm probably not going to charge that much because I don't want to like, my followers aren't cash, they're people, they're good people.
But they also can give me money. So
They could, but I don't
they
want.
could.
They could, but I have my parents for that, hopefully.
Lost my train of thought. 10 Gauge ask, how fast can you draw a typical reply?
Like, typical reply. Let me
Like,
think.
let's say someone asks you, how many electrical outlets do you have in your house?
Okay, that's a great question.
How would you answer that?
Okay, well, the question threw me off, but the electrical outlet part, can't stop thinking about that. Now I'm wondering how many electrical outputs I have. 10? No, more than that. Anyways, but yeah, sketching. All right, but the hardest part is coming up with an idea. But I have my questions for that. But I would say the next hardest thing is coming up like what my character would do, say, like that. So I guess at most like 10 minutes, 30 minutes to sketch, 45 minutes to ink it twice, and coloring it and shading will be like, I would say altogether around 1 hour 30 minutes, but that's like on a good focused day. Like, yeah, I'm ready to do this shit. Let's draw some ponies. Yeah, I'm hyped.
You put some Van
But-
Halen on, it's like, yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah, but
I'm
sometimes I
pumped.
get sidetracked. I'm like, oh, this guy's talking to me. I can take a break. I can take a little break. Yeah, but most of my posts are drawn like beforehand instead. Like I already get like before I get home, I'll have the post all ready. So like I just go home, wait for a time. I feel like posting, just bring that up, and it's ready to go.
Okay.
Yep.
Next one is from Fallen Heart, and she asked, why is that your Applejack lying? Okay, why is that your Applejack is lying all the time, yet the show's Applejack...
Yeah.
Okay, read this
All
one.
right.
Is like,
So, like, why is your blog lying Applejack lies all the time? Yet the show's version of Applejack lies about what's about quarter of the time. Like, did you really think think about it, or just kind of have it happen?
I remember if I came up with this idea a year ago, so I'm trying to dig that up back. I guess my idea was planning that once Discord left, I guess my Applejack would still isn't like completely cleansed by the elements of harmony. So
Elements
I
of
guess
Armory.
that's smoke some doobies. Hot brownies.
So this is not
Hot
a
Pockets.
discorded... This is not the squirted version of Applejack. It's normal Applejack, but with a hint of corruption. If that sounds good.
I would say now it can go either way. Like I don't mind when people draw her discorded. I think it's still interesting that I don't mind either way. But as long as they get the gist of it.
All right. But that's interesting. Have you ever explored upon that thing? That issue still like her friends like, yo, Applejack, you got a serious problem, and she's
yeah. Maybe that would be like, I was saving that for like a way if I was like, all right, I'm at my limit, I'm 30, about to die, gotta end this blog with a bang.
You just exploded.
Yeah, that's one way. Or like having her friends like, yo, Applejack, you got a serious problem. It's like, no, I don't. And then her friends try to help her out, and then she turns back to normal. And then I guess.
Then you can make like a new blog, Honest Applejack. Wait.
But
huh?
That would be like my final shebang. That'd be like my last arsenal weapon to use if like I can't take any more of this.
Can't take any of this madness.
These ponies that drive me to insanity.
Blasted ponies, they drive me to drink. But
more questions.
Nope. Pikmin Master of Evil asks, who's your favorite MLP antagonist?
Hello? Hi.
Oh,
antagonist?
Yeah.
Like...
Just like either... Maybe like... Actually, what's your favorite main
bad
villain?
Guy.
And yeah, like the pretty much the bad guy. Like, who's your favorite main villain, and maybe like one of your favorite non-main villains, like in the regular episodes?
Well, I guess my villain, my best. I don't know. There's very few villains, but I would say Nightmare Moon, because she. I don't know. They're all pretty good except for Sombra, because they didn't give him. He barely did anything.
So much potential and just wasted. It's like,
I know.
Hello, friends, I am here. Goodbye, friends, I am gone.
Nope. Like, it wasn't goodbye, friends, that I was gone. It was more like, get out. You're dead.
Yeah.
Like, you had a good run. We just can't work with this.
You had a lot of potential, but our writing crew sort of was in a budget, and we just can't.
We didn't have enough money for another voice actor.
We needed to show the rest of the ponies so we can make toys for them.
Yeah,
I'm
we need
sorry,
to show the new crystal ones. If you know how it is, maybe in season 4, maybe, but that's a long shot.
Yeah.
The 11th Doctor asks, Lying Applejack, what do you think the season 4 premiere will be about?
Well, season 3 was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it wasn't the best, but
yeah. Well, a lot of people quit the fandom, which I found kind of like disappointing. Like, I'm sure season 4 they'll be able to pick up get their gears rolling again. They're able to do what they normally do, but I haven't lost hope yet, because I think the writers know what they're doing, and I felt like Hasbro was like, yeah, you gotta do this, man, and the writers like, no, like, but we own you. It's like, yeah.
We own your life.
But yeah, I think they still have a chance. They haven't lost. Unlike Cartoon Network and all that stuff, that's gone. That's out the window. Like, in the games too, they're gone too. There's no more good games anymore. There's really any good games.
Like, yeah, it's like main company games are starting to really go downhill.
It is like Resident Evil, the franchise. I loved that game when I was a babby. It was the greatest game in the world. Now it's just, what is this? Call of Duty 5? Whatever. Yeah, like, I personally, like, I find that now, like, independent development games are really starting to are starting to really outdo the AAA games like Call of Duty and Black Ops. Definitely.
Those are the same thing.
Yeah.
But recently I've been playing Faster Than Light, and I have been having a blast. But anyway,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
I want to do something real quick. I'm gonna let you continue, but I'm gonna skip a bunch of people that we've already answered their questions, because I want to, get the new people a chance that I haven't asked them yet. But please continue.
Oh yeah, I was saying that I'm like a huge fan of the horror games like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, BioShock, but there's a really good indie game. It's like a platformer game. It's like a Mario. It's a platformer of Silent Hill. It's called Lone Survivor. It's an indie game. And
Oh
it's,
right, yeah.
It's an amazing game. I would say it's even better than the Silent Hill now. But yeah, all right, that's
All right.
all right. But people don't like Silent Hill. They like ponies.
That's
really-
what they're here for.
Yeah. I was about to say it's like Lone Survivor's on my list. But anyway, so
Mactacular
Yes.
asked, what are some of your favorite blogs or blogs that you think are underappreciated? Question mark.
Oh, there's so many blogs that are that are amazing, and they're underappreciated. Like I said, the people who follow me, I just don't. I take a look at their blogs, see, all right, what does this guy have? So I look at it. There's like, it's just there's new blogs every day, and we can't keep up with that many. But there's so many blogs have great potential. Let's see this one. Well, all right, never mind about this one. This one's good. Let me try to find one. Damn it. Okay, let's try this one.
Well-
Alright, never mind. This one got a... Okay, but... wow, these blogs are doing better than me when I started out.
Oh, well, all right.
Okay, so EI Nombre asked, how do you type with boxing gloves?
Too late. You already asked it. How do you type with boxing gloves on?
I'm not wearing one, so I guess I can't type.
Well then.
Well,
So-
I guess let's take this one for like the last question of the night.
Actually,
Mhm.
DDR Masterum asks, "What isn't like? What's your?" I'm gonna kind of rephrase this question a bit. But what's your least favorite thing about MLP?
I'm afraid if I say I'll get drama, but let me think about this one.
Just saying, man. We're really opinionative.
Hold on. I'm thinking. There's more than one, definitely, but
Mine's Equestria Girls.
oh yep. Oh, about
And-
the show itself, or like the people of it.
Just
Anything,
what did he s-
really. Yeah,
What did
like
he say?
anything.
MLP?
Yeah, he
Did he
said
say
MLP. He said MLP.
Well, let's just stick
Alright.
to the show to make it more.
all right.
Okay, yeah. All right. I guess the thing I hate the most about it, well, Equestria Girls, the new thing, is definitely one. But I guess one thing that I dislike is that they bring in new characters which also have great potentials, but they just like, I don't give a fuck about you anymore, and just throw it away. Like Pipsqueak, gives such a good person, such a good character, and now they don't even mention or anything about it.
It doesn't show up ever.
It
No.
doesn't.
It's like it's that one kid who was like visiting from a different city. Must have like.
Foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Also, like Brayburn too. I mean,
yeah. I feel like when it was like the Apple family reunion, they could have like grown him
they
more
could've
as a.
brought back Yeah, they could have brought back so many more.
But it was mainly Babs. Like they didn't really talk about like Brayburn stuff like that. It would have been interesting to really learn about the family instead of AJ screwing everything up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess the most out of it was that AJ took that picture with Brayburn. Like in the show, they just had a picture of them two get together. That's the best I got out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least there we go. Character development. Boom.
Now they
Enjoy.
can't tell us shit now.
Now you get no. The fandom. There's not enough Brayburn. Picture with Applejack. Ba boom. There you go.
Boom. It's good.
My
It's
job's
good
done.
now.
My job's done.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Now back to making more
Toys.
ass songs and toys.
Yeah, now to make more characters to only show them for 10 seconds, but we still got a toy.
Yeah, I feel like the season finale was more of a musical than a.
It really was. Like 5
Yeah.
minutes
It
in, it
was.
was already 3 songs. Like I was like, what?
Pony the musical.
I just find that so okay. This is one thing that is the thing I love the most about the show, and once it got to like the later seasons, it was the least thing that was showing up, and it was just the character interaction.
Yes.
Yeah. I know you're excited.
Yeah, I'm
Just calm
hyped.
your just calm your
Yeah?
pants.
Okay.
They just like the first episodes. I mean, they were just so great because they were doing just the mundanes of things, but it was interesting listening to their conversations. For example, the one where Fluttershy had to take care of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. It was, the highlights were, the Cutie Mark Crusaders doing a racket and stuff, and Fluttershy being all crazy and whatever. But close to the end, when everything kind of settled down, that was the conversation part, and it was like a really interesting conversation with Rarity and Fluttershy, and kind of Fluttershy things like, oh well, I'm good with animals and I'm also good with kids, and it was kind of, it was just interesting.
Yeah.
And,
Wow, Rage,
Oh,
I'm
that-
just ruining everything. But yeah, like I like. God, yeah. Anyway, like I like. Yeah, it's like definitely with the interactions and stuff like that. Now, like I don't really have a problem with like more songs and stuff, but like Daniel is a great composer and stuff. Like I'm saying stuff a lot.
Who's this?
But like he's,
Daniel?
but yeah, like he's a really good composer and like makes really good music. But it's just like missing that quality of just the interaction with each other, like just day-to-day lives.
I would just like to see it, like, it's good that they're going to the adventure part, and it's awesome that they're going on adventures and stuff like that, and exploring more of the Equestria, because I want to know more about the world. I want to know more about the mythos.
Oh, yeah.
It's so interesting. I just need, I need more, because there's so much stuff that you guys can just.
Yeah, they have great potential.
There's a world out there, and they're not. I'm not sure they're waiting for something, but there's a lot of potential in
between
the
the
world of
characters.
Equestria and between
Yeah,
the characters. Mhm.
Like the character development was just so like perfect, how each personality and how it's like they got it spot on. Like many people's like, oh, ponies are just for girls, but they're like real people with like how like I really liked the episode with like Applejack and Rarity the first season when they had a sleepover with each other, how like their differences, and then how how their personalities were definitely different and they clashed together, causing like trouble. But
Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, it's fine.
But like, it's not only like
Nick, you ass.
wow. It's not only like Applejack and Rarity, but it was also Twilight's personality kind of conflicting as well, because she's never had like a slumber party before, and she's like
She's
a kid
never
at
had friends. That's the problem too.
well, way to make
So
me
she's
feel
a-
so
she- well, she's a
depressed. So
Well, she's just nothing but a completely awkward person around that.
Yeah,
you know,
like
she,
the third
first season. Yeah, first season she was nothing but an awkward person. Like you'd have like if you were at like in high school or something, you're like, oh god, that's an awkward person.
But that was
No
the great
way.
thing about her. That's why I liked her so much, because in every episode there was always a main conflict between two of the characters, and Twilight was always in the middle. For example, Iron Pony Competition, it was always about Applejack and Rainbow, and they were like, butting heads, and all of a sudden Twilight ended up in the middle, when the race started. And it was really just, just the build up to that point was so well done. It was convincing, it doesn't have that, interaction anymore. I want their personalities to clash, and it's, I think, one of my favorite. It's gonna be with Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash, because they're just the polar opposites of each other. They are the polar opposites, and it's so it's just so interesting how all the characters have to deal with their flaws. I was going to use disability, but no, it's more like flaws, and they have to deal with each other, but they're still friends. Like Pinkie Pie, she never shuts up. Fluttershy, she's always afraid to do anything, and it's almost a chore to make her do stuff. Rainbow Dash, she's always self-confident. Twilight, she's a control freak. You got Rarity that wants everything to be perfect and everything has to be meticulously well done.
And then AJ's is just good.
Applejack is the one that has the least issue when it comes to flaws.
Well, she's
mainly
inbred,
because
that's the only problem.
mainly because she's stubborn and she's not so fast she's not so quick accepting other people's health. But other than that, she's just great.
Really, yeah, it's mainly just stubborn.
The only problem with AJ is that she's inbred. But other than that,
way to just screw everything up.
Really, forgot all their traits and just focused on their personalities. Really, it's kind of like after season 1, their traits started to disappear for who they are, and they changed and adapt and kind of became all neutral. Really. In my opinion, that's how they all became. Their personalities started to just kind of form into, neutral, and they just, understood each other, and there still isn't that much flaws about one another. Yeah, there were some stories here and there would be I learned a lesson about bullshit. There was no real lesson anymore in there's still lessons in season 2, but season 3 had no lessons. Everything was gone, and it's just wasn't that good. Mm-hmm. It's kind of sad because...
Wait, you're right. Twilight's an alicorn. She completed all of her studies, so will there ever be more lessons to be had?
No, there won't, because the problem is they're going to be showing her teaching other people lessons with her fists.
No, it's going to be during the points where she's writing letters, it's Dear Princess Twilight, you're awesome. Just keep being awesome. Good. Well done.
I'll learn you.
Dear Princess Twilight, I am sorry that I questioned your authority as the Princess of Almighty Equestria. Please do not punch me in the face ever again. Your faithful follower, something face. I don't know.
Well, that's just... Who would name their child that? Anyway.
I don't know. I almost said Lyra, but I was wait, Lyra would be smarter than that. Derpy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's throw the bus more.
But I think about that.
Those eyes, you couldn't tell she was thrown under the bus.
Okay, Ragin.
Yeah,
the rule of 34.
No, I love Derby to death, and I had to throw in a very just mean joke. Now everybody's going to be I'm done. I hate Ragin now.
Yep, I do too.
Pitchfork.
And I say that's the best time to...
I can't say anything mean about
yes.
one fictional character.
Yes.
Yeah, you
What about Obama? Can
Go
I
ahead.
say something mean about him?
Yeah, have fun.
He's black. End of story.
Would you say it to his face?
Yes.
Anyway,
I guess...
Are you kidding me? The things I would say to him, I'd be in prison.
Okay, so Nick, you were saying something?
I think it's about time that we started wrapping up the show, I'd say.
Yeah, Nick, I think so too. As the host of the CloudsDale Cafe agrees with you, Nick.
Get out of this
Wow,
call.
that's a first.
Put him out of this call. And you know what? I'm going to be the one wrapping this up, so...
How would we
much
all
of a
wrap it up?
This
Just
isn't
winter wrap up it.
Let's just put on your chastity belts and sit down, because I'm wrapping this one up.
Oh, Blue, what were you going to say?
No.
Blue, what were you going to say?
Thank you.
I'm just one last note. Now that I think about it, it's not much of a cafe.
It's more of a porn it's more like a Waffle House.
Oh, God.
It's more of a Waffle House.
It's more of a Waffle House. It's more Waffle House. Isn't
Welcome
it
to the
bad
CloudsDale
that we're
Cafe.
comparing our own
It's
show
more
to
of a Waffle House.
It's a
Man,
Waffle House.
I always
where
had
the
a
waffles are made with pancake mix.
Man, not gonna lie, I've been at
How's
a pancake house. It is awesome there. That's where I got my maple
the Waffle
syrup.
House is nothing but like a complete ghetto and just like horrible.
Not
All the
Canadian
ones
waffle
down here.
houses.
I want to go to the Canadian
Yeah.
Waffle House. There's probably like real syrup. There's like a tree like in the corner where they just they
Turn
tap
a
out
valve.
syrup.
You stick a straw in the side of the tree and just suck the Sure.
Well then,
okay,
this is
so
best time to wrap
This
up.
is okay, everyone. This has been the CloudsDale Cafe. Thank you for everyone showing up. Stay tuned for the after show, which is coming up next. I would like to thank our wonderful guest Bluetooth for showing up. He's just been fantastic. Did you enjoy the show?
What, me? Are you talking to me?
He has
Yeah?
to say yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. I like it.
All right.
Yes.
He thinks we're more of a Waffle House. Like I'll accept that's a compliment.
10 out of 10.
Is that a compliment?
I get 10 out of 10. There you go. Say goodbye, Ragin.
Goodbye. I love
say-
you all, even though I wasn't here for half the show. So fuck you.
Yeah. Say
Okay.
goodbye, Nick, because we need your permission to end the show anyway.
I'm never ending the show.
I don't. Is that Nicolas Cage as your profile picture?
Hmm?
Yes.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, is that?
No, that's
Oh, that's what's his face, Rambo.
It's the
That's
actor
Sylvester
for Rambo.
Stallone playing it.
Sylvester
Sylvester
Stallone.
Stallone.
Thank you.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah,
give you
so
some
this-
Nicolas
You
Cage.
silly goose.
This has been the CloudsDale Cafe signing off. Stay tuned
What,
for the after show.
But no
coming up.
plugs? You're not even gonna do the butt plugs? Come on.
Nah.
You're gonna do.
All right. Here's some. Okay. Here's some
What an
plugs. Here's some
asshole.
plugs. Jeez, we can't end this. Here's some plugs. Join us. You can now find our show at this cool site called Ponyville Live.
At Ponyville Live, we have a form there, so go check us out. We have updates about upcoming shows and about their show. So if you have anything you want to contribute to us, or any questions you want to ask, you can ask us either through Tumblr or Ponyville Live at their form section at CDC Cafe. Make sure to go there and check it out. Be looking forward to
And if-
seeing you guys there. We
and if
love
you
the
guys have-
questions.
Eh.
Please send them. I do a better job than you, Sin, so shut up.
If any of you guys
Plug I've ever
wanna,
heard.
oh, let's look at that plug right there. Okay, so if any of you guys want to suggest
And give us a
guests
like,
for
too.
future
Give us a follow.
shows, yeah, give us a follow. For future shows, go to the forums, ask us, or go to our Tumblrs and pages,
Or at our Gmail.
social networking, and
Yep.
we might
YouTube,
consider
Tumblr,
it.
and Ponyville. Go there. Check it out. Give us a butt plug. I don't know.
All right.
Give us something. Give us a hug.
Take care, guys, and have a good night.
Love you. Stay tight.
And-
Bye.
Goodbye.
End it. It's over.